It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolverines offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in that game. They were the most physical team when they needed to be, and David, they're going to have to do that again to pull out this W.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're the coach at Ohio State and you've won every game on your schedule, but you lose to Michigan, it's an unsuccessful year. So he's heard about it all season, and these players have too. And they'll be ready for some revenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Still running at the 40. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Great job by the back on the option. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll give it to the back. A stop and pull maybe gets a yard to the 34. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2000.
Nowhere to go.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big time break for the offense.
The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
On the set. Off play action. Bring in the heat. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. They still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
When you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State, and it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running back searching for a hole. He breaks it down. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave him with the lone back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To throw, it's Howell. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. He makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drop.
There we go! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up in the 26 for the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Berry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
It's first down from the 11. Here we go. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Had it in his hands punch for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. He wants it all. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. That's caught. It's Osborne. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense. You got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Houck. Fires left. Finds his man. It's Weeks. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You can tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution. Getting 6 points.
Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Leads on the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Right on the money. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll ball at the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Great pass. It's complete. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Firing toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. He's waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field.
Pass interference, defense.
So take the touchdown off the board. What a devastating penalty. Pass interference, waving off the pick 6.
Number 15 on the field.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together.
It's picked off. That's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Wolverine. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
I'll tell you, you'll love linebackers that are good against the run, but how nice is it when you've got a guy that can sit in zone coverage like he can and not just pick it off, but find his convoy and take it to the house. That is a good.
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the 2-point try. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And a quick shuffle pass. Got a little space. Turning it on. Ramsey with the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Houghton. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll ride the hot hand. Picks up the first down, still moving. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
You've talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And the route is on. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by 11 to Georgia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass, it's Hout. Got a man, it's Osborne. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end is always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
And they stopped him in the backfield on third down and short. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
A nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Got it. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. 3:25. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. How valuable is a tight end in the red area, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Let's go! The give to the back. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. They're setting up the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the 2nd half. I've loved the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
With the catch, it's Roberts. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, this They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he downhill, he's got great speed, he gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Houston. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Man, those big sticks give everybody juice. When you bring it and you fold somebody up like that on the offensive side of the football, everybody on defense gets excited. That Mike linebacker got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss with authority.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Osborne. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the right hash, this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's...
Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape. It's
picked off for the 4th time today. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field, and the ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Houghton. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Man, just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for you.
Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So here comes the Michigan offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And as he throws, pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He'll pull it on the read. And a short run there, and that'll end it. They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in the game as they plant their flag in this rivalry for another year. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.